Guys, I'm Clebinho, I'm Venício, and today I'm gonna make a review of the movie Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. The film talks about the life of Joel, interpreted by Jim Carrey, who is a guy who met a girl called Clementine, interpreted by Kate Winslet. And together they had an affair for a while, but over time the two were settling down each other and later getting tired. And that makes the Clementine acted on impulse and erased all memories about Joel. And consequently, Joel also does the same. And later, by chance, the two fall in love again. The film starts with Joel waking up and going to work in a normal day, apparently sad and not in the mood. But something makes him act on impulse and take the train to Montauk, which he finds strange because he doesn't usually act on the impulse. And then he goes to a beach with his diary. And there he sees a girl, a beautiful girl, which he falls in love with. But he's not courageous enough to talk to her because he can't look in the eyes of a woman he doesn't know, and he doesn't find his life interesting. But luckily, she talks to Joel herself. They two talks and end up being together. The couple has many happy moments, until a moment when Joel appears crying and throwing a tape out of his car, implying that it was just after they met that same day. However, an important detail shows us that, in fact, the film takes place backwards because of torn pages of his diary and the joke with reference to Don Quixote, which Joel said he didn't know, but in reality he said himself later. But mainly because of the pen mark made by doctor to scan his brain. He's still in the Joel right here, in both legs. Then he takes a medicine that makes erase, and when he turns off, two guys come into his house to finish the treatment so that Joel forgets about Clementine completely. And from the film takes place in Joel's mind, starting with him remembering what led him to erase his mind too, until he realized it was a mistake. Then he starts trying to hide the radar Clementine by hiding it in humiliating memories, old memories, as deep as possible in his subconscious. But even so, they managed to erase it from his mind, also rehashing important memories of his childhood. And when Joel wakes up, the same scene of the beginning of the film are shown. But instead of cutting out the happy moments, it shows what really happened. A doctor employee discovered that they later had an affair, and so she chose to erase it from his mind. And when she discovered it, she realized how bad this practice was and returned all evidences of her partner's lost memories, including Joel and Clementine, what explains the scene of the Joel throwing a tape away from his car. It was a tape of the Clementine, which he thought was a bad joke, and so he has very hurt, until he heard his own tape, which he heard together with Clementine, making her uncomfortable and leaving him. Joel runs after her and convinces her to trying to continue their relationship. And yeah, that's the film, the movie. It's a great movie. It has many elements that catch our attention, like the Clementine hair, which shows us her strong personality, impulsive, fun, and creative. It is very well explained the dobits that the film leaves us the beginning. And Jim Carrey acting very well, as always. manages to show us the sadness, the anger that his character feels during the film. His reaction to the events outside are very accurate. The change of behavior with the Clementine because he had monotonous and sad life, but then happy and agitated with it. He starts to leave this house more, breaks his routine, and etc. But the best thing of this film is the lesson it teaches us. It shows the consequences of impulsive attitudes and that one must think twice before making a decision. But also not too conservative to the point of being afraid to speak to an unknown person. But the main message that the film gives us is that we must accept our past, no matter how painful, because the mistakes of the past is the wisdom of the future. If you erase your past, you erase all the wisdom of the present, tending to make the same mistakes over and over. And that's it. Yeah.